Hi, everybody. I'm now at Singapore's most famous garden, Garden by the Bay. And what we are doing here today is that right now we are having the Lantern Festival in Asia. So the garden's special exhibits are from 22nd of September to 12th of October. So if you happen to be in Singapore at this time, to come to Gardens by the Bay. This part is actually free of charge. Just go on to the subway and alight at Bayfront. So I say this again. Once you get on the subway, alight at Bayfront. Once you are at Bayfront, you walk through the linkway and you are now here at the gardens. It's just 5 minutes walk. Enjoy yourselves. Right, we are in the Gardens by the Bay, and this is the walkway to where the lanterns and fun fairs are, where the carnivals. This is what the West calls it, carnival, but we call it the fun fair here in Asia. So these are the lanterns for this year's Lantern Festival, or we call it a Mooncake Festival. These are actually pineapple tarts for Chinese New Year. This is a Teochew delicacy. We call it Peng Gui, meaning rice cake. But actually, the filling is glutinous rice, not like the Japanese rice crackers that you do get at the shops. This is our famous garden. It's called Gardens by the Bay. And the buildings that you see up there is the Central Business District. Right, since the weather is good today, so we decided to walk. But for those who may have some mobility issues, there are buggies that you can take to come here. But of course, that is an additional cost. Come, let us bring you to this year's Lantern Festival here at Gardens by the Bay, Singapore. What we have here is called a mama shop, right? Or you call it the kiosk or newsstand in the West, in London and most part of the Western world. When I was a young boy, this is what we have at every street corner. It is actually a newsstand, a tobacco shop, and what we have as the sweets. These are the things that I grew up with. This is a cuttlefish snack on the right side, the green and the white packaging. This is the whole flakes, still available. And these are the chocolate sticks. This is a very cheap chocolate that is still made in Malaysia. Unfortunately, chewing gum is no longer available for sale in Singapore. Then we have the cheap chocolate rings, or the cousin of the M&Ms. And also during my days when we did not have handphones, this is how we communicate, and this is the payphone. Then we upgraded to a call zone, but in those days this phone is very, very expensive. Not many people can afford this, right? The kiosk sells water pistols, bread, newspaper, biscuits, magazines, and also in those days where parking is not electronic, we would have to display parking coupons. Then you have all kinds of snacks and sundries sold in this mama shops. Right, in the days when travel is really not affordable for the masses, we had these fun fair places to go to, and instead of having the arcades, we also do have these makeshift stalls. Basically, you get a ball and then you throw, and when the ball touches one of those gift stations, you are rewarded with one of these soft toys. But I've outgrown, so this no longer interests me. And then we have the merry-go-rounds. Basically, the lanterns here are opened from the 22nd of September to the 12th of October. Every day from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is where you'll see all the lanterns light up. This is the milk that I grew up with. In those days, the milk packs are not rectangular in shape, they are triangle. And before we have Monopoly, we have Snakes and Ladder. These are the games that we played during our childhood days. And this is the popular Singaporean dessert, the ice kacang. Basically, we call it the sharp ice, but this is the Asian version with ingredients inside and underneath the ice. This is how soft drinks used to look like when I was a child. No fancy plastic bottles, it's actually glass. And this is the coffee cup that we used when we were a child. It's porcelain. And this is a display of the Peranakan Nonya desserts. Like if you want to see the real version, you can actually go to Bengawan Solo. It's the train that brings children around the park. Now this is the famous icon of Gardens by the Bay. Right, this is the koi pond inside Gardens by the Bay where the Lantern Festival is currently being held. This is a sign of prosperity and happiness and progress for our nation. So some would joke that this is actually called the state fish because it is raised and fed by the state. How true is it? Right, still here at Gardens by the Bay. We have a display of our version of the barracks bear. These are designed by the countries they represent. We have the Dominican Republic, represented by this blue barracks bear. Then you have Denmark. You have the Czech Republic. There are over 190 countries in this world, so I can't be showing all 190 odd countries. So you come to visit this yourself and find your favorite one. This is Cuba, where we just came back from, Croatia. Costa Rica. We have Russia, which looks a little bit like Putin. And this is Qatar. We transit in Qatar. This yellow one is representing the Philippines. And this is the newest country in this world. The Palestinians. We hope to visit you one day. So when you are in Singapore, please do come pay a visit to Gardens by the Bay. This is our famous and most beautiful garden. This is New Zealand. This gold one represents Myanmar. And also we recently also visited Montenegro, sailing the Eastern Mediterranean with Oceania cruises on Oceania Allura. This dragon one is representing Bhutan. So as we walked in a single circle. You get to see this wonderful barracks-like bears representing countries in this world. This is South Korea. And this is North Korea. This one is Japan. Can't miss this one. This is Italy. That's where we boarded Mojana Allura in Trieste. This is representing Italy. This is representing Israel. Yes, Israel, make the world peaceful again. This is our neighbor down south, Indonesia. And I found this that represents my country of birth, Singapore. Well, if you want to see the rest, you have to come yourself. Yes, folks, if the heat in the afternoon is not a concern, you can actually try walking on the sky bridge. Though at night it is much more beautiful. Obviously decided to just do this during the daytime, so mom can actually have more rest at home. It's the lanterns that we used to have when we were a child, but of course not with the cartoon prints. And now, when we were a child, everything is simple. There is no prints, just color. This is the more traditional one, which is made from fluorescent paper. Then this is the candy that we grew up eating with. That is the white rabbit candy. Now it has become an international sensation. It is now very expensive.